It was close to 8 p.m. Rain tapped softly against the windows of Marlowe's bakery. The warm scent of cinnamon rolls and freshly baked bread filled the air, wrapping around the staff as they cleaned up for the night. The bell above the door jingled. And walked a girl. Hood pulled low, coat too big, soaked to the seams. She hesitated for a moment, then quietly drifted past the counter. No one really noticed, except Amber. Amber swept the floor in the far corner. She wore old sneakers and a plain gray hoodie. To anyone watching, she was just another part-time worker. But Amber was the owner, and she was here undercover. She watched as the girl looked left, then right, then slowly slipped a small loaf of sourdough into her coat. She turned and left. Amber said nothing, but her eyes followed the girl until the door closed. Amber had a rule: you don't jump to conclusions. She had built Marlowe's from scratch. From the flour-dusted kitchen of her grandmother's house to a community hub that gave second chances to anyone who needed them. And she had learned something. Sometimes people steal not because they're criminals, but because they're desperate. So she made a choice. She'd come back tomorrow. Same time, same role. And see what happened next. Friday, 7:59 p.m. Amber was already mopping by the time the bell rang. The girl entered, soaked again, her coat zipped higher. Her eyes avoided everyone. No words, no orders. She headed to the far shelf. Same loaf, same pocket, same quiet exit. But this time Amber followed. Not too close, just enough to see. 2 blocks down, left at the alley with the rusted dumpster. The girl slipped into the shadows. Amber peeked around the corner. The girl sat on an overturned crate, carefully breaking the bread in 2. Next to her, a boy, skinny, maybe 10, barefoot. He took the bread with both hands and held it like it was made of gold. They ate in silence. Amber stepped back, heart heavy, mind racing. Amber stood behind the counter. The girl entered. She paused when she saw Amber. Amber smiled. "Evening, sweetheart. Need anything?" The girl froze. She turned. She left. Amber didn't follow this time. She simply placed a small brown bag on the counter. Inside, a loaf of bread and a note. Sunday, 7:55 p.m. The girl returned. Eyes wary. Coat zipped. She approached the counter slowly. Amber greeted her warmly. "Hi there. Still raining, huh?" The girl hesitated, then whispered, "Are you the janitor?" Amber nodded. "I'm Lila," the girl said. "I didn't mean to. It's just my little brother, Micah. He hasn't eaten in 2 days." Amber's voice was calm. "You don't have to explain. Do you want to help clean trays for a meal?" Lila nodded. Quickly, gratefully. Amber walked her to the back. Showed her the sink, the gloves, the trays. They worked in silence at first. Then Lila asked softly, "Why are you helping me?" Amber shrugged. "Because I had a Lila in my life once too. And someone helped her." Lila smiled for the first time. They cleaned. Amber gave her 2 sandwiches and a loaf to go. Over the next few days, Lila returned. Worked an hour. Took food home. Never asked for money. Never stole again. Amber learned that their parents were gone. No relatives. No help. Lila was doing everything she could to protect Micah. Amber didn't push. She just listened. She gave Lila hours. Warm meals. A safe space. And Lila gave back more than she realized. One day, a different staff member confronted Lila. "You shouldn't be in the back. This area is for employees." Lila apologized. Head down. Started to leave. Amber stepped out. "She's with me," Amber said. Voice firm. The employee blinked. "Who are you?" Amber smiled. "You'll find out soon." That night it snowed. Amber drove Lila home. When they arrived, the apartment was dark. No heat. No power. Amber left the car running. Took off her coat. Handed it to Lila. "Stay in the bakery tomorrow," she said. "It'll be warmer." Lila tried to say thank you, but her voice cracked. The bakery was quiet Sunday morning. Amber gathered the staff. "I want to introduce someone. Lila. She's part of our family now." Some nodded. Some didn't know what to say. Amber didn't care. She had made her decision. 2 weeks later, the mayor arrived. A city award. Community honor. Press. Amber invited Lila to stand beside her. When the cameras rolled, Amber spoke. "There are heroes in this town you don't see. People like Lila. Who survive. Who protect. Who give more than they take." Amber stepped to the side. "Some of you know me as the janitor. But I'm also the owner. And I believe second chances build stronger communities." Gasp. Murmurs. Some employees realized what had happened. Lila stood frozen. Amber handed her an envelope. Inside, a scholarship, rent for a year, job offer, school enrollment. Lila dropped the envelope. She ran forward, hugged Amber like she was her mother. The cameras caught it all. So did everyone else. Months passed. Lila worked weekends. Micah came after school, helped roll dough. Customers started asking for them by name. They weren't just surviving, they were living. Amber implemented a new policy. All new hires spent a week undercover, to learn empathy, to listen, to see. Lila helped train them. One day, Amber received a letter from Lila, handwritten. You saved our lives. But more than that, you made me believe I was worth saving. Amber framed it. The story made the news. Amber was hailed a hero, but not everyone cheered. Some accused her of encouraging theft. Amber responded, I encourage seeing people fully, even at their lowest, especially then. Lila was interviewed on TV. They asked her, what do you want to do in the future? She said, open a place just like Marlowe's, where no one is invisible. Micah, now 10, wrote an essay at school, My sister is my hero. He read it aloud at the bakery. Everyone cried. Amber gave him his own apron. That Christmas, Marlowe's bakery had its busiest season yet. Lila coordinated donations, meals for families, free bread for shelters. She had become the heart of the place. One cold January night, a young boy entered, alone, hungry. He reminded Lila of Micah. She handed him a roll. No questions asked. Amber watched from the back, smiling. Lila got her diploma, enrolled in community college. She studied social work, part-time at Marlowe's. Micah made the honor roll. They were thriving. Amber sat down with Lila. I want to open a second bakery. I want you to manage it. Lila gasped. Only if you're ready. Lila nodded, tears in her eyes. I am. Lila didn't just open the bakery. She opened its doors to anyone who needed a hot meal. She added her own touch. Warm lights, chalkboard quotes, kids' art on the wall. A shelf of pay-it-forward bread. A fridge outside for donations. A sign that read, take what you need. Give what you can. No judgment. But the most powerful addition was a small wooden bench in the corner. Above it, a plaque. For those waiting for hope. Someone is coming. Just like they came for me. People came not just for bread anymore. They came for belonging. For warmth. For kindness. And every now and then, when the lights dimmed and the world felt too heavy, Lila would sit on that bench. Think of Amber. Of that first loaf. Because sometimes what you do when no one is watching is what changes everything. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also remember to hit the notification button so you can be the first to be notified when we upload a new video.